¿Ah? Yo lo tengo. Un poquito de agua. Tranquilo, vamos. Estamos bien. Tira
bien, eso no es nada, Dani.
Okay.
Well, the clash of heads that created that cut over the eye of Daniel Seda, we will see it here. And, well, what would a Joel Casamayor fight be without a clash of heads? Was it deliberate? Wasn't it deliberate? Always hard to tell with him. It happens in his fights all the time. And there he positions his head so that just kind of happens naturally. And great debate as to whether it's deliberate or not.
He'll probably contend afterwards that it was Daniel Seda who came forward, because Seda has been accused of leading with his head as well. But, you know, there's no reason, obviously, for Joel Casamayor to resort to roughhouse tactics. He's got this thing in his hip pocket to this point. And he's certainly not frustrated. That usually was the case against Freitas and Corrales when he ever would resort to those tactics.
And, of course, as we pointed out, Seda believes Casamayor is a dirty fighter. And
yes,
so said beforehand that he would resort to tactics, as you point out. And so it's, you know, that dogs Casamayor, and he bristles at it when it's suggested to him, but every single fight has something to happen in it.
He loves to intimidate people, though, and kind of revels in that reputation. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he says that the other fighters are just making excuses, like Freitas and Corrales, whenever they accuse him of being dirty. Calls them all kinds of things that we can't repeat. Well, he doesn't mince words when he talks, I'll tell you that much.
He's not going to get the job as a diplomat at the UN, that's for sure. Seda now, from his standpoint, what can he do now? We're into round 4. He's being peppered. He's being hit with jabs, straight left hands. He's got that cut over the right eye, although it seems to have been closed pretty well.
Other than that,
except for that, things are going really well tonight for him. He has got to try and get offensive. Even if technically is something wrong, it's like you've got to throw punches. He's been so economical with his punches, and that's what he's doing right now. He's getting more aggressive.
Now, what was the line Floyd Patterson said after his fight with Sonny Liston? I was doing great until he hit me.
Yeah, in Seda's case, it was the opening instructions for this fight.
We approach the final minute of round 4.
And that right eye bothering him a little bit. Seda touching it with his glove, and it's an issue for him. And even though it's from a clash of heads, when we get past round 4, we'll be in a position where if that did stop the fight, we would go to the scorecards, which of course would benefit Casamayor so far.
Seda lunging forward right now, but missing wildly. And those punches being blocked nicely by Casamayor, then a countering left hand to the midsection by Joel. And then a left uppercut to the chin by Casamayor.
No. Let's go.
A little smile from Casamayor at the bell.
Listen, champ.
Hold on a second. Relax. Don't talk to him now. Don't talk to me if you hold this.
Okay, champ.
Hold this. Ábrelo, cuando te diga.
Keep backing this guy up.
Sigue echándole para atrás.
You got to keep backing him up. Don't let him come forward. Keep backing him up with the jab, okay? Everything is fine. But keep backing him up with the jab, okay? You got to keep backing him up with the jab.
When you're finished, let me know.
Strange things always happen in Casamayor fights, and here he's done this before. He knows how to hit guys behind the head. Now, that, of course, was created by Seda turning backwards to him in awkward action. But, of course, nobody put a gun to Casamayor's head and said, you have to throw the punch when he gets on the inside. Here we see it. And, yeah, the back of the head looks like a nice target, so he blasts him. And Bill Conner, the referee, not too thrilled about that.
Stop. Wait a minute.
That's a punch that gave Casamayor nightmares against Freitas.
No.
Now he's all over Seda. Left hand, right hand, pummeling Daniel Seda, who just covers up.
5, 6, 7, 8, listo.
Not the first time Seda's been down several times in his career.
Roger McDowell put him down, as well as Gaynor.
No,
Let's see if Casamayor in his mind is saying it's soon to be party time here in round 5. That's the 5th time at least that Seda's been down. He was down 4 times in 3 fights between 2000 and 2002, including the first round of the Derek Gaynor fight.
Casamayor, it's been a simple procedure: the jab, the straight left hand, or sometimes the lead left hand, and they've been getting there. Wow!
Unbelievable!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, listo.
Joe Casamayor down for the 3rd time in his career after Seda went down. What is going on here, Al Bernstein?
A straight right hand from Seda that came from nowhere. Casamayor squared himself up and got nailed with it. And we'll see if it had a lot of impact or it was a flash knockdown.
As Jack Buck once said, I don't believe what I just saw. Under a minute remaining in round 5. I'll tell you what, Casamayor had better be careful and get focused. It was all coming too easily for him.
And that speaks to the fact that, what we said earlier, Seda needs to throw punches. He threw a right hand, and guess what? Something good happened. If you don't throw, nothing good will happen. And now he's using his jab more effectively, Seda, so that gave him a little bit of confidence. He's got to be aggressive. There's no question Casamayor has shaken that off to a great degree, though.
A balanced situation for Seda. What a most interesting round. Round 5. Both guys on the canvas.
Gotta stay focused, baby. Okay? Yeah. You gotta stay focused. You can't stand in front of this guy. He can punch. So you gotta keep that head moving.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. Tell him that he's looking for the left hand, so he's gotta work the jab more. Okay? Take his mind off the left hand.
There were 2 knockdowns in that round. Seda, the first one to go down, kind of pushed, but then he got hit with that good straight left hand. And the jab and the straight left hands were what put him down. And then Casamayor continues to go to work as Bill Connor's just a little slow in getting in there. Later on, from nowhere, came the jab and the straight right hand, and the right hand got in there. Seda has not used his jab much at all, and look what happens when you use that punch. It opens up the straight right hand, and Casamayor a little surprised and embarrassed.
They're trying to get all that moisture out of the way there in the Casamayor corner. Well, here we are in round 6. There goes the prediction of Joe Casamayor, who said he would stop Daniel Seda within 5 rounds. Not only did he stop Daniel Seda within 5, but he got knocked down by a right hand in round 5 after putting Seda on the floor. And Buddy McGirt with sage advice in the ears of Joe Casamayor. There's a whipping right hand to the head by Casamayor. Watch out for Seda's right. He does have a decent right hand. And stay focused, just like we said he should do.
No.
Seda missing wildly with that right. Had better be very careful, because Casamayor could come back with a countering left, which is his bread and butter punch.
While Seda had 15 knockouts in 19 fights as a featherweight, you don't expect him to put Casamayor down. Harrellis is one thing, but Seda to put him down going up in weight, although that speaks to the fact that he brought some power up with him.
Yeah, Casamayor's first knockdown was questionable against Freitas. And against Corrales, it came in the first fight, round 4, in a round of the year candidate. Seconds earlier, if you'll recall, Casamayor had dropped Corrales. Isn't that ironic?
Very low body work. There was Casamayor going downstairs. That's one thing we've not seen much of in this fight from either man. Both have been headhunting almost exclusively. And we need to remind you that at age 32, everything is on the line for Joel Casamayor right now. A loss would be devastating to him.
As you said, he is just fixated on another fight with Corrales or Freitas.
Seda just threw a left hook and it landed against Casamayor. He's putting himself in a position where he can throw that punch. If he would continue to throw it, it would be a very important weapon for him.
The right hand getting through by Daniel Seda. Under a minute remaining, round 6. Things picking up a little bit for the underdog.
Subtle change in this fight in which Seda is able to get inside and be a little bit more effective.
Sure, Corrales and Freitas watching, taking notes. And they have to like what they're seeing here. With Seda suddenly being very pesky. The left eye of Daniel Seda beginning to swell. But fighting through it.
We're doing great. We're doing great. You got to throw punches. You got to throw your punches.